No one's coming to fix your life. What? What do you mean no one's coming to fix your life? But that's the best news, because it means you can. Now, yeah, you might say, yeah, but I can't. So learn how to. What area of your life are you still waiting for someone to fix? Or can you do it without them? Can you change? Can you reframe it that you don't need them to? Think about that. The reason why so many men are depressed is they don't have control over their life. It's in our genetics. If you have their life even in the smallest ways,
Yeah.
then they're happy. I can see.
But literally, like, go into your room or whatever and just ask yourself, or look into the mirror and ask yourself, am I doing what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah.
Am I proud of myself? Am I doing the right things? What am I doing wrong? How can I change it when I find out what am I doing wrong? Hello and welcome back to the Brothers Network, a place where men grow stronger together. This is our 6th episode, and in today's topic we're gonna speak about the mindset shift that changes everything from victim to leader. Why this matters? Many men are stuck in blame mode, but the truth is that no one is coming to save you but yourself. We are diving into how to take radical ownership, flip your mindset, and become the man who leads, not waits. But before we get into it, I'm gonna do our usual weekly check-in, and I'll ask my brother Sean.
Not
How are
biological.
you?
I'm alright. Not your brother. Thank God for that.
We are not brothers from different families, but
yeah, I wish I had your genetics, but
who cares?
I diverge.
He's my brother anyway.
Yeah. It's been longer than a week since we last recorded, whatever, because we're just trying to get things going.
Yeah, we're trying to make everything work.
Yeah, so part of my kind of catch up is there's a lot more work involved with this than I thought. Probably you thought as well. Obviously, that happens every time with everything you do.
Yes, we've mentioned it before to the people that are watching. This is something new for us. We are at the very beginning of this journey.
We are filthy amateurs, really, aren't we?
Yeah.
So if you watch this and go, "This is terrible," it probably is. But for us, it's
well,
good.
We are trying.
But for us, it's good. For us to be here is good. So I'm happy with that. You know.
Yeah. It is a lot more work.
Yeah, so lots of editing and doing reels to kind of spread the word. And I was looking between the first episode and the 5th, because that's kind of where we are. And the change has been very good, I think.
Yeah.
We've both come very fine. You can see the quality of it and our confidence. Like for example, when I was in the first episode, I was talking a bit like this and I was going over and I was honestly seething trying to edit it. I was like, I sound like an idiot.
But even though you feel confident, when it's the very first time, it's still there behind your head.
Terrified.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's something new.
I was watching, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Got to put it out anyway. It's part of the process. And when people see it goes from terrible to slightly less terrible, that's good. It's a good.
But as you said off camera, how are you going to make progress if you not keep doing it?
Exactly. And look at any big YouTube channel or anything, you go back 10 years, it's like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
You can't even see their face, it's so dark. Yeah. It's like they're in the other room talking. So
yeah.
It's been mostly good.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy's happened. My cars are currently working.
Yeah.
Which is always a good talking point. We've done some work on it, and that's really it.
Anything you feel proud of in the last week or weeks since we've last recorded?
I think I've taken a lot more accountability in my relationship. I think we didn't actually mention this. Just with my partner, I think I've been more. I think we both have, to be fair, more mature, and it's kind of all our hard work has come to fruition now. We're kind of like reaping the benefits of all the bad times we've been through, and a lot of that is. This is actually what I wanted to speak about. I just remembered I've been thinking about this. Is accountability. So even I thought I did 2 years of hardcore self-development, lost weight and everything. And I thought, yeah, this is it. Like, I'm done. I'm finished. Like, I'm a guy now. No. You get in a relationship for the first time in 2 years again, and you're like, oh my God. Because you can't have like self-development, even self-development in relationships if you're not in a relationship. You can't fix that part of you, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You can make yourself a better suitable partner, which is what I did. I had to be attractive to start. So becoming marginally less unattractive was my goal, and I did that.
And you did it very well. I did it, and you did it very well.
Yeah. So that was the first hurdle, and then Jesus Christ, it was
It's always levels
Yes,
to everything in
man. I
life.
thought, and I imagine it's going to be like this many times. It's going to happen with this whole thing we're doing as well. And there's going to be a lot of sitting
100%.
down and going down. That was my ego playing there. That was me being impatient, which is, is something I always do.
But it's not going to be like this.
No.
It's not going to be from here like this. It's
No.
going to be like this and then like
Yeah,
this.
and
then
sometimes
like
it
this.
goes-
and then it's going to
Yeah.
like this. And then
Yeah, as long as it's not
so
flat.
at some point, it's going to get there.
And that's why I think I am at, to be fair. I say this now, I'll have an argument and be back to square one. But I am joking. But then there'll be more opportunity to become better. So whatever. Yeah, that's it.
I've realized the same thing. What you were saying about relationships, since I've moved out from all the situation I've been in, and I moved away from it.
Physically,
and it's just physically, mentally, everything, and it's just me and my missus. A lot has changed, and in better. Like, is everything just works better, and it feels better, and is more smooth. Like things going in a relationship.
Yeah, you can
I've
actually.
noticed that.
Sorry, I interrupted there. It's the way I see it. I think me and Lauren were talking about this actually. Now you and her, you are for the first time actually just living together.
Yeah.
And that isn't easy, man. Even
no, of course.
you realize things. You go, they do that, they do this, and then you see who you really are for both of you. Isn't just you, by the way. Like, I fast tracked that in my relationship because we were just like sleepover, and that was it.
Yeah,
for us. That was literally it. But.
Yeah, but we've been for many years together, but the last couple of months since we moved here, we've actually like rediscovered ourselves. If that makes sense.
Good and bad, I imagine.
Yeah, both. But of course, it's all better. So yeah. Anything you proud of? Anything noticeable that you did different?
I'm still proud of the progress we've made, to be fair.
Okay.
In the podcast. And just like I said with the speaking, with you, just awesome the whole time. And just your delivery, like I said before, was like you just bang, 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 adding things in.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you in that aspect, yeah.
As I said it off camera, because we were talking about the mindset, and you were saying for some reason I'm better at it, which I think we are both very similar. Is just the life challenges I've had.
Yes, you are going to speak about it. Yeah,
that's what I think not necessarily makes me better, but it shaped me differently.
Yeah, it's perspective that I don't have because I just simply didn't go for it.
Yeah, there are things that I've been through and you haven't been.
Yeah, I think I can only simulate those challenges, and I can only take nuggets here and there from people like you, for example, and take lessons.
Yeah,
but I can't live it like you did. That's the way I see it. Not intentionally.
Who would want?
No, exactly. No one wants that. That's the thing, isn't it?
You wouldn't want to be kicked out from the house and be homeless, and
Ow.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
My week has been pretty good.
Yeah.
And as I said, very similar things to you, as you said. But the one thing I'm proud of, but is weird because I never thought I would say that. I found out I'm good at like spray painting. It's
so
very
random.
Very random.
When you listen to
we talk about mindset, I know, but it is very random. But I just found out.
Second time we just sprayed a couple of wings and it was amazing.
Yeah, you asked me, can you do the front wings on my car, because I just want them done.
I lack the finesse sometimes. I can be a bit binary.
Patience.
Yeah, I can be a bit binary 0 or 1, like just hammer hitting type energy,
And I told you I will try.
Yeah.
It's not
Second time.
It's not gonna be great.
And it was
because it's not what I do.
Yeah.
But it came out amazing. And
really good.
Yeah, and then I was like, I might do my car.
Yeah,
and then I did my car.
Yeah.
And then your neighbors were like, "Oh, whoa! Did you do that just by spray?" I was like,
"In the garden 20 minutes ago."
In the garden, yeah.
And we're putting it on, trying not to scratch and dropping things. And I take it back off again because I'm an idiot.
It wasn't the best way to do it, but it came out very well.
Oh yeah, there were flies on it and like dust on it, and the apple tree fell down halfway through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then the wings fell on the floor as well because the washing line snapped as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
And that, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it did, So yeah, it wasn't a great process, but it came out very good. So I'm proud of that.
Yeah. So you're not the sprayer man.
I'm the sprayer man now. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think do you think previously you would have tried that? Would you have stepped straight into that and done it for me?
If you would put me to do this, let's say 3 to 5 years ago, I would straight away say no.
Why?
Because I was sort of, I don't know how to put it, not necessarily scared,
Yeah.
but I didn't have the mindset to push myself to find my limits.
Okay, I see. So you were concreted and you're like, I can't spray, and that was that.
Yeah, so I thought
So-
to myself, because I've seen, for example, to my uncle, because my
Mhm.
uncle is very good at it. He's doing this for, like, sort of for a living as well.
Yeah.
And he's very, very good at doing it. And I've seen him, and I've seen other people as well doing spray painting, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, it's something that I cannot do.
I
And
hate
because
that.
I
Cannot do that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's-
but that's how I was like
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
were all like that at one
Yeah.
point, I think.
I was in a box.
Yeah.
My brain was in a box, and that's it. It couldn't go out, which I'm not ashamed to say, because I'm not like that anymore. And I think I had to be there to discover that there is more than just being stuck inside a box, you know?
Yeah, because how are you meant to learn anything? Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah. So
How do you learn anything? You just do the same thing forever.
there are things that I'm doing, for example, on the car that I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then I'm texting
And you
I'm
do it,
like,
yeah.
bro, how I'm doing this, or what am I doing, or what am I looking at? Do you remember when the
Yeah.
car wasn't working well?
Yeah.
And then you said, "Oh, check those pipes," and then I
And you
found
fixed
out.
it. You literally fixed it
Yes.
without me saying anything.
Yeah,
I
but
told you
I
the
went-
area to look at.
I
This is
went
what
for
I
it.
messed with. It was my fault, by the way.
It wasn't necessarily your fault.
It was
but
my fault. I was a
Okay.
bit heavy-handed.
just a bit.
Maybe in the past or maybe that time, but I'd done it so many times. I did the
Yeah. But anyway, like, I had the courage to say, "Okay, I'm just gonna try."
You had the confidence to notice a difference, because when you said it sounded different, I was like, no, it doesn't. I was adamant because I was like, I know it's my old car. I know my car. It doesn't sound different. Oh, it does that because it sounded
Yeah.
like before. Because I had a preconception in my mind of what that exhaust sounded like on my previous car, which is a slightly different setup.
Yeah.
So my brain, or maybe myself, I'd fooled myself. And I think because this is a bit of reflection now, because I know more, I was like, no, it sounds fine. I know that.
You
And in
know
my brain,
more
I was-
than me, yeah.
Yeah, and
because
I was like,
if-
nah, whatever. He's being paranoid, because sometimes you are paranoid. In this case, you're completely bang on right.
I am paranoid because of the previous car, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, but there's a very thin line, and this time you're very on the very good side of it.
Yeah, yeah, and I just went for it. I was like, I want the car to sound that
As
the way it
should.
sounded before,
yeah, it
as
should
it
sound a
should,
certain way.
yes,
and,
and to drive the way it should. So I have to do it.
Yeah.
So I just went for it. But as I said, if you would put me 5 years ago to do something like this, I'd be like, no, I'll just wait.
you would
for
have set fire. You would have set fire to it either.
No,
Or
I'll just wait for you.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. No,
Okay,
bro,
okay,
whenever
okay.
you have time, I'll wait for you. But yeah,
You did it.
there's one thing that I'm proud of.
With my
because-
guidance, you just went into it.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So even because of that, but also now I'm not. I don't fear anything. If I have to try it, I'll try it, because it's the only way to find out. Same with what we're doing now. If we were afraid and we had the mindset of no, it's not possible, we cannot do it. No, it's not for us. How would we know?
Yeah, that's what I guarantee. That's what everyone thought when they did anything like this.
Yeah, I was the same. I never
Yeah.
thought I'm gonna be in
No,
front
God,
of the
no.
camera talking to people and knowing that loads of people they're gonna watch and, I don't know, judge or
Hopefully.
whatever. And I was, it scared me, that the thought of, oh, what if they don't like me? But now I don't care. I have to try it. I'm here, same as you.
Yeah.
We are doing this, and yeah, it's different now. But
We just-
5 years
yeah.
ago,
No, yeah, me too. Yeah. So it's a big mindset shift, then, isn't it?
yes, 100%, 100%. That's how we evolve, by going through stuff like this and keep looking out the box.
Yeah.
Because I found out you just have to look out the box and get out from that comfort zone, or from your daily habits or the daily routine, or however you want to call it. If you get stuck with that,
Mm-hmm.
that's what you're gonna get
That's it.
every day.
Yeah.
But if you look out the box and you see different things and you want to try them, it doesn't matter if it's gonna end up good or bad. At least you've tried and you've done
Yeah.
something different. And even if it's going bad, you know you're not gonna do that. You need to do something else to make it better. But if you stuck yourself in that box, you're going to be stuck there forever.
Yeah, and I know a very good kind of measure of your own development is you look back in months or years at yourself and you put your hands at you go like this, and you're like, oh my God, what was I doing? I do that even 1 month in the past. That's how I know I'm on the right trajectory.
Yeah.
Because I know we're going to watch this one day and be like, Jesus Christ, what were we talking about?
Yeah, of course.
And I love that because it means we've gone somewhere, you know?
Yeah, I think you said it. You literally said it just before we started recording. You said it needs to be bad to get good.
Yeah,
Something like
that's
that.
literally what
Something
I said.
like that,
it
yeah.
sounds like I got that from a motivational reel on Instagram, but it's just the truth. You need to...
But it's a simple and very real fact, because it has to be bad. If it's, as we are here doing this for just a couple of times, we have only a couple of videos that we've done.
Mm-hmm.
From the very first video, if we look back at this one, I'm 100% sure and confident that this one is much better than the first one. I'm
more confident every time I get behind it, and it becomes more fluid every single time.
Yeah.
Every time I feel it a bit better, I feel more...
It feels more and more natural. Yeah. It goes into sort of like a routine. It has to happen, and you don't worry about, but there's a camera there. But there's those lights pointing at us, like pointed on us.
Yes, can you see every single spot and blemish on my face? Probably, yes. I have oily skin, leave me alone. At least I won't get wrinkled, whatever.
Yeah, it's true.
What was I going to say? Massive brain fart. Oh, man. Oh, no. I had 2 really good points. I don't know. It will come back to me.
Okay.
It will come back to me. Right. Yes, that's it. So, thinking of development, you introduced an episode for the first time in 6 episodes. There's your development. And I know, and if I would have asked you the last 5, you'd be like, no, I can't do it. And that's literally what you said. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not like calling you out. It's true though.
No, it's true. It's true.
Because you didn't build the confidence up yet.
I've tried before.
Yes.
And I wasn't happy with how it went.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
But there's been reasons behind it why I wasn't.
I forgot. Yeah, I've just remembered that.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Amongst other reasons.
Yeah, so it was in a very similar.
It left
very similar concept.
Bad taste in your mouth.
But
that makes sense.
Yeah. It was. I was supposed to lead the conversation,
and
someone else chose not to let me lead the conversation, and I found it disrespectful.
It brought back wounds from the past, didn't it?
Yes, probably, yeah. And I reacted in a probably instantly. I've reacted, and I haven't processed the whole thing.
Oh yeah, it was off the bat. Boom.
Yes, and yes, it was my fault also.
Yeah.
But we've decided I'm gonna try to lead that one.
Succeed. You're leading it.
Yeah.
You are right now. Yeah. I'm going to do the next section, but you're still the daddy of this episode. You're the mindset guy. You are.
Thank you.
Every time I'm being a weak ass little punk, you're like, come on, bro. I'm like,
but that's why this is a brotherhood, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we have each other.
Yeah. So, a big part of having a good mindset, we both think a very integral part of having a good mindset is not being a victim. Because I'd like to theorize, and I could be wrong. People will tell me if I'm wrong, most likely. More than 3 people watch this. Yep, fine. There'll be a study. Is not being a victim. So I think the default for anyone, which is rightly so, it's in our brain, it's hard coded. I theorize. Because our brains are hardwired to see all the bad, see the negative, to stop us dying. That is how human brains, animal brains, probably throughout the animal kingdom, are wired, because we don't need to die, we need to procreate. That is the entire reason we're on this planet, religion aside, to procreate, which is nice because procreating is fun. But in the modern world, that doesn't really apply that much. So what it sounds like is, why is this happening to me? No one helps me. It's just how I was raised. I hate that one so much. And society and your upbringing reinforce the victim thinking. We use it because it gives us comfort, because you've now shifted the accountability to you, and it's someone else's fault, and then you don't have to do anything about it. But then
I hate that so much.
me too. It's just excuses, kind of entitled because you think everything should be given to you and it's everyone else's fault, kind of falls into there.
How many people had to go? Sorry to interrupt you,
That's
but
okay.
just thinking about it now, how many people had to go just because they were like that? I had to leave so many people
Yeah, I know.
behind because
'Cause
I couldn't be there.
No,
Because
it's a stain on you. It
it's like a
turns in-
poison.
You
It
turn
gets
into
to
it. You know, you are the. I don't know how the numbers are exactly, but the people around you that surround yourself bleed off into you.
I would say the most like the five people that you spend the most of your time with, it defines who you are.
Yeah, it does. Either because you gravitate towards them because you're similar, or just because due to you live together, you went to school together, it's just happened.
Yeah.
And that's circumstantial, but then you're letting life happen to you and you're not kind of also pick and choose. Like I have lots of friends from different walks, but you still have to be careful, you know.
I'm not trying to sound like I'm arrogant or I'm an ego or whatever guy or anything like that. But when I mentioned I had to let people go, it's also because of my mindset. Because I cannot let people like, why is it happening to me all the time? Oh, it's not my fault, it's his fault. I didn't succeed because of him. I don't want that to get
No,
to my
because you
mind.
have more
I don't want to
self-respect.
think like that.
Yeah, you
yes,
have more
exactly.
self-respect.
First
You deserve better than that.
Yes,
That's the way I see it. I don't see it as selfish. And if you set the tone for being better, and then they should kind of follow you. Well, they should, but they have the opportunity to. Sorry, if they don't want to do it, fine.
It's a good example is how when you've started to make a change in your life, to lose weight, to go to the gym, to start to eat healthier and throw away all the bad stuff that you were eating, like energy drinks and pizzas and whatever,
Other substances,
whatever.
You
In the
know
past,
Yeah.
you've chose that, and I've seen your journey. You didn't came and said, Andre, you have to do this. You showed me the way, and I get to choose if I want to follow you or I
Yeah.
just want to let you do your thing and I'll mind my business.
Mm.
I did the same with people that they were around me at the time and they were spending time with me. I've tried to do the same thing you did with me, trying to lead to a better
lead
lifestyle.
by example.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. And when I see I'm wasting my time, I'm not gonna waste my time. It's not who I am.
Yeah, if you only want to be something in life, and it doesn't help you.
Bro, I had to.
can't
I
put it
had.
any
I
more-
had to put like to take distance from like family members.
Yeah, 100%.
It's because I don't care. I cannot have bad influence around.
Yeah,
me.
it drains you. It does. When you.
It's poisonous.
Yeah, I think we said this before. When you interact with someone, you just feel drained afterwards. It's kind of like, is that really benefiting you in a way? And I understand friendships aren't always transactional, and you can be friends just for the sake of being friends. I don't know why I randomly had a list there, but sorry. You still have to think: if someone drains you, is it really worth it?
Exactly, because
And that's what it is. It drains your
It's
energy.
tiring because
Yeah.
you try, and you see no results.
Yeah, and humans are social creatures. We, unfortunately, even with me, I can be quite antisocial sometimes. There are times to force myself because we get our energy from social interactions as humans. We do. That's true. Every time you might feel enclosed and lonely, just go out into the world. Even like me and the other half, when even we spend too much time together, she'll go out with her friends. I'll go out with you, or do something different. It's like a new relationship again.
Yeah.
Because we had different social interactions.
Yes.
It energizes you in a way, but
Yeah.
and then that's what they're meant to do. You're not meant to become drained and go, oh my god, I'm so tired of this. That's not how it's meant to be.
Yeah.
So this applies to you. Sorry, bro. This is the wake up call. Like,
Yeah.
that's a metric to choose. If you're kind of not happy with where you are with friendships, just think: do I feel drained, or do I feel energized? Do I feel inspired? Don't feel inspired like you just watched an amazing film or something, or just like a motivational speech on YouTube with incredible music. But still, it's
What I wanted to say is, if you, for example, if I was try to lead my friends or try to show them a way to a better lifestyle or to change, to do things better, and I would see results, I would get positive energy from that because I'm winning, not in a like, oh my god, they do what I say, but I'm winning in terms of I see results. I see that I'm helping them. I'm doing something.
Oh, it feels amazing.
To help them. It feels amazing.
Looking at what you became, because not because of me, but kind of because of me, because I led the example. It's incredible.
Mostly because of you.
If it
And I
wasn't for me,
always
would you
say-
be sat here? Oh, sorry,
No.
touched. Oh my.
Yeah, so it's mostly because of you. But again, yeah, getting these positive results from doing something, it gives you energy. If you win, you want to win more, and you're gonna keep going. But if you keep trying and that person doesn't want to change because it has
They might not
whatever
be ready to
mindset.
change. Yeah, maybe there's some
Yeah.
stuff going in their life and they can't put the energy to it. I completely get it.
Yeah.
We've been that person in our lives. There's probably people that I know. There's many people in my life that just wouldn't. Oh hell no, this guy's like ridiculous, and they go out of my life. And fair enough, they had every right to do that.
Yeah.
When I look back, it's probably you as well at times. You know, being negative or when we're resentful or angry due to maybe it's our own fault, maybe it was other people's fault or things they've done to us, and actually it's our fault because it's how we reacted. But I diverge. I need to stop saying that. I sound like a weirdo. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is, without me going into another tangent like I always do, is we're not perfect and we've been that person. We're not talking here
100%.
from authority like we're better than everyone. You always need to be like us. There's a lot of traits about me that I don't want other people to have, and there's a lot of traits about you that you probably don't want to have as well.
100%.
We are not perfect. We can be
No,
idiots. We can be stupid. We can be nasty. We can be
we do
mean.
mistakes.
We
and
can be
whatever.
selfish. We can be all those things.
Yeah.
But we're trying to minimize that.
As much as we can.
Yeah, as
And
much.
it will get to the point where we're gonna be. Where
We're
we
never
wanna
going to be
How
perfect.
we wanna be.
Yeah.
Even though we're gonna have our mistakes here and there, because we are humans at the end of
Yes,
the day.
it's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. I know it is.
When I left people behind, I'm not because I'm smarter than them, I'm much cooler than them. It's not because of that. It's because I want more than they want, and I don't want to stay in the same place. I want to try to do better, to get better, to evolve in a better way, to become a better and better version of myself. And that's what I want, and that's the only way I'm gonna be able to do it, by keep going. But I cannot get stuck by trying to pull people.
No, it's not worth your energy.
To try to see if they can keep up, or if I want to go and do you want to stay, that's fine. But I don't want you next to me because I cannot stay there. I have to go. I have to get better.
The beautiful thing about this is when I said this before, when you start doing all of this and you take responsibility and you stop being a victim, you gain control and power of your life.
Yes.
And I think it was a guy in another podcast, Constantine something, I can't remember his name. He does a trigonometry podcast or something like that. People who know might know. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
They're like comedians, but they know their stuff at the same time. Men, not all men. That forgives me, a TBT to 2015. Not all men. My God, what a time. I'm not going to get ourselves banned from YouTube forever. They need power and control and agency in their life. And I don't mean power and control like tyrannical kind of like dictator. I'm not going to say names because it would probably get us flagged or something, but you know exactly what I mean. I mean, just the general trajectory of your life is in your control. And I think a lot, now I don't mean clinically diagnosed depression, and I don't mean chemical imbalances of the brain. I just mean lots of people who are just genuinely like, there's an emotion, to me, there's sad as an emotion, frustrated, resentment, kind of all fall into them. There's being clinically depressed. They're two separate things. Sorry, I can't see my hand. They're two separate things. I'm talking about the one, because sometimes you just cycle shit happens in your life, and that's fine. But it doesn't mean you're depressed. Like clinically, it just means that something bad's happened. You're a human. You're annoyed. You're sad. You're angry. And some of that is because you don't have control over your life. Yes, okay, you can't control everything in your life, and that's fine. But that's the beauty of it, because if you can't control it directly, you can't influence it. What are you going to do about it? Yes, you're going to be affected about it, but you could try to stop fretting about it, because there's nothing you can do to change that. So you accept it and you go, despite all of that, I'm this. Despite all the things going on in my life, I've still got this. You know, and then when you gain that agency and power, everything just unravels in a good way. Yeah. And that's what happened to me, and I'm guessing that's what happened to you as well. And every time in my life where I feel like I'm going down that path, I go, wait a minute, I shift it and I go, well, yes, okay, I hate this, or a good example is my job. I might get annoyed every now and again and go, wait a minute, I've got a sweet gig here. Because I do. Currently my job I got is, what? How have I done that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, what? And I go, okay, cool. This is worth it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I might get hate for this, but I don't care. Like it's literally I don't believe in being depressed, and
It's-
I believe is a choice, and
Yeah.
I don't generally believe. It's just how I think, and it's just how it works for me and how I say it.
Yeah, I think if you're like you,
I don't want to go into
I'm
it.
not going to
but
agree with you 100% because some people literally their brain, like chemically, they just can't be happy. And we can't, because that's not us, I think we can't understand it. They do everything right, and I've seen this and I've read about this. They do everything right. They, you know what I mean? They have awesome, like they just, and then they kill themselves. That's literally what happens. There are lots of
Okay, yeah.
people, yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree. It might
Yeah.
be, but
No,
yeah,
it is, trust me.
I
Yeah.
cannot let that
Yeah.
get into my mind
True.
to say, oh, I
But
feel like this.
I think it's from a privileged position because I don't think you've experienced that before. I'm not saying I have.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Because
I can't-
I've never let it
Yeah.
get to me. Because
But some people, they just can't do that.
sometimes, well, it's for a very short period of time, I act by emotions
Mhm.
and I realize and I stop it.
Yeah. Some
Straight
people,
away.
yeah.
If I would just leave myself to act by emotions, I wasn't here.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
100%.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So I'm very
It's, yeah.
very disciplined, and
Yeah.
that's how my mindset is. I don't believe in it. I don't trust
I
that
think-
it exists, and I don't
Yeah.
accept
I
it.
think for you, in your particular case, you don't believe in it for yourself. I think it's
I'm talking about myself.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. People might
think-
hate or people might judge,
Yeah,
but I'm talking
but
just about
I know
myself.
there are people out there that no matter what they do, they still would be depressed. And it's just their brain just wasn't. It didn't calibrate it properly.
I'm not saying it doesn't exist to anyone and it's
Yeah, it's
fake
just
or
to you.
whatever.
You
To
have,
me, it's not real,
Yeah.
and that's it. To me personally,
yeah, that's
I
the
don't
way
say
that
it
you frame it. In your, yeah, okay,
because it helps me.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
benefits
that's-
me. You know.
yeah. Where were we? We were in comments. Right? Yeah, cool quotes. I always love my cool quotes.
Sean the scientist.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not a scientist. Please don't ever put that. I'm going to get a lot of blame is the lie we tell ourselves to avoid responsibility, and you can be pitied or powerful, but not both. Think about those. So, research time. this is like
scientist.
my section because look, a lot of what we say, you can look at it and go, "Oh, that makes sense." But then a lot of people, and I'm the same when I watch things. I'm like, "Yeah, but is it real?" You can say that, and yes, you've seen it anecdotally, but do people actually see this happening in reality? And can they reproduce it and study it? And the answer is yes. So, as every episode, there will be links of studies, and you can make your own things. Maybe they're all cherry picked, and I'm very biased, and I'm just doing it to back up my own beliefs. Very possible.
You are very logical.
I try to be, yes. I'm more logical than most, but I do have my. But I didn't just find these studies. I used other methods.
I don't necessarily consider it a bad thing.
No.
You are more for example, I'm more black and white. That's
Yeah.
it. You are more logical.
Yeah, so I can be black and white, but I always have to step back and go, wait a minute, because I'd love for things to be black and white.
That's the bit I'm not doing.
I'd love for them to be black and white and this is that, and wouldn't the world be an amazing place? But it's not. And humans always do. You see this in the political climate. They go, we'll stop this thing, but then it goes all the way back the other way, and now the other thing's bad, and you can never find a happy medium.
That's why we have each other, isn't
Yes,
it?
and
Because you have the logical bit.
Yeah.
I have, when it has to be black and white,
Yeah.
I will show you.
And that literally just happened when you said the depression thing. I said, whoa, wait a minute.
Literally, yeah, that's a good example. yeah. But again, I was
Yeah.
talking about myself.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with
Someone will
whatever
clip that
people's
now and
opinions are.
You're going to be a monster, and you say it doesn't, and you'll be like, shut up, listen to the podcast. Anyway, whatever. So, a 2021 study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals with an external locus of control, which means they are blaming outside forces, reported high levels of anxiety, dissatisfaction, and poor performance in career and relationships. Won't go into that too much. That's all that's got there, but there'll be a whole that you can look at. So make your own conclusions, like I say, every single time. Maybe it's a terrible study. Tell me, and I'll link a different study. Maybe I'm wrong about everything, possibly.
Everyone has their own ways or choices.
Yes.
To find out whatever they want to find. We are, as you said earlier, we are not perfect. We are here to help, and we are trying.
Yes, that's one thing that I was trying. That's all we got.
We always trying, and we always keep going.
Yeah. Did you want to go through that? I think that might suit you better.
Can do.
Yeah.
If you want.
Just because you're the mindset king. So
I haven't I don't remember reading this.
Do you want me to do it? And
It's fine.
I'll key you
I'll
in, yeah?
try. It's no
Yeah.
problem. So, what is the leader mindset? Key traits?
Yes.
The traits? Okay.
Bloody Romanians.
It's not my language, so yeah. I'm not excusing it, but yeah, I've never heard of that. Ownership, initiative, solution focused, long term thinking.
Do you want me to expand on that?
If you want.
So, key traits, we'll just define that for us. And key traits is like important things.
Okay.
So if that's key to you being taking ownership, it's like important. It's an important part of taking ownership. If you know what I mean. So okay. Ownership, like we said before, is taking ownership. So when something happens, or let's say you make a mistake at work, instead of going, yeah, well, I made that mistake because you did that first, you go, no, regardless of that person doing that first to lead you to the mistake, you just made the mistake.
Yeah, of course. And
so
you have to accept it.
Like I've always said to myself, everything is my fault because now I'm in complete control, or I trick myself into thinking complete control, which is the best I can get, which is fine.
100% accountability.
Yes, because I think like I always say to my other half, my entire life is just tricking myself into remembering things, and I think that's a very good way of getting around lots of mental blocks. Is just tricking yourself.
I used to trick my own mind.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm not ashamed to say it because it's just who I was many years ago. If something was going wrong, instead of trying to fix what went wrong, I was trying to see if I could find someone to blame. Jesus or if I could find a way to just lie to myself a little, like, nah, it's gonna be okay.
Oh yeah, I used to do that as well.
I
still do today for some things.
But for example, I don't know, I'm not gonna go to the gym today. It's raining.
Yeah.
It's windy. I only slept like 5 hours, or like my mind was controlling me.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't controlling my mind,
mm-hmm.
which is fairly different, like situation.
It's the default. We, like Bedros Keuilian says, we have a lizard brain inside of us, kind of controlling us, and it's like eat, sleep, procreate, fight. And then we're kind of controlling it in third person with the controller, and it's doing all the things you're like, well, wait a second, why would you fight that guy? He looked at you weird, like he just looked like on the side of you. Now you want to attack him? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Or it's things like that, kind of lizard brain, like instinctual stuff.
Yeah.
And we're kind of getting the controller. We're like, no, go away. Actually, you need to do this.
Yeah.
For example.
Yeah, but I've realized I was doing that. Well, in the back of my head, I knew what I was doing. Obviously, I knew, but I was just. It worked for me then.
It was a coping mechanism.
I thought it worked for me.
Yeah,
then.
Until it.
But then I realized I'm just going in a very, very deep
spiral.
Negative area.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to get out.
Yeah.
And the only way I could get out was by doing something about it and not
blaming
waiting
yourself,
for someone to help. Or
you took initiative, which is actually the next point.
Yeah.
You took initiative and you said, right, boom, I need to do this now. You took it upon yourself and you did something about it. No matter how small it was, maybe 1 out of 20 of those other blaming thoughts for other people you had, you went no. And then the next day it was 2, the next day it might have been 3, and back to 1, 3, 4, 4. And the next thing you know, 90% of the things you're now taking full responsibility.
Yeah.
And you're going, right, I did that, for example.
For example, when I was kicked out the house and I was homeless.
Yeah.
I was at a point where I was fixing myself because it wasn't too long after I lost my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So I've mentioned it probably in every podcast, but that was the main reason of who I am today.
Mm-hmm.
Losing my own mother, it totally changed me.
Yeah.
And as I was saying, by taking initiative, when I was homeless, instead of blaming my grandma because she kicked me out the house, or my cousin,
which is logical.
That is this their fault? I'm homeless because of them, because they kicked me out of the house, which they did. But I was like, if I keep blaming others and keep crying here and doing nothing, I'm still gonna be homeless.
Correct. I love that. Solution focus, which is the other point.
I was like,
and long-term thinking.
Without even
exactly.
Without even looking.
We have a guide here, but then we always end up following it without even realizing.
And then I said, okay, well, I have these people that I know, and luckily, my uncle, which is not my biological uncle,
Legend.
but I don't care.
If
To
he,
me,
if he
it
watches
is.
this and understands what he says, I
He
love
he
you.
will watch. Yeah, I don't know if he will understand very well.
What's I love you in
because
Romanian?
Te iubesc.
Te iubesc.
So yeah, I knew him very well, and he really liked me, and we have an amazing like uncle and nephew. His nephew.
I have no idea.
his
My
nephew.
extended family
think
are in
his
South Africa,
Anyway,
so I don't
we
know
have
how
a very
that
good
works.
relationship, you know. So I was like, I have to do something. Took initiative, spoke with him. He
He-
offered to help, and I focused on how to do it, what I have to do, instead of just keep blaming others or, oh, this is how, I don't know, this is life. What can I do? You know, or something like that.
Do you think your uncle was instrumental in changing that part of your life?
100%.
100%. So
He was.
he was there to guide you as a man, to guide
Yes,
you
He
and
did.
to support you and to throw you into this.
Yes,
That's a throw,
because it was at that time my father was living in Italy.
Mhm.
We wasn't talking
Mhm.
because of some issues that we had. It doesn't matter. It's been in
family
the past.
stuff. Yeah.
Family stuff, yeah. And there were lies being told about me to my father.
Mhm.
There were lies being told about my father to me. We
Messy.
both believed without even talking. We both had our ego.
Like
No,
father,
no.
like son, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I love
and
it.
for a few years we haven't spoke,
Yeah.
and my father wasn't there for me to help me or to guide me,
Mhm.
but my uncle Marius, he
That's his name.
yeah,
Oh,
Marius,
hell yeah.
yeah. So my uncle Marius, he was literally an uncle. He was a father. He was a mother. He was cooking for me. He was doing like everything he could to help me and to be there for me. And I've learned a lot from him. And I am who I am today also because of him. Because he had a very, very difficult life, and
Mhm.
he had to go through a lot since young, same as me.
Just a
And
badass kind of figure.
He is,
Yeah,
yeah.
just
He's very.
Something that we always what's the word? Always advocate for
Yes,
here, and that's what we want to provide.
Exactly.
Shameless plug for what we want to
Exactly.
create here. But
Exactly.
that's why I asked you about that, because everything we say always ties into our own lives and our own experiences.
Of course.
Everything
of
we're
course.
saying here is because it's happened to us, and we've
Yeah,
noticed
yeah.
the patterns, and we say, right, this is this, or what we think is the best solution to this problem that we are seeing.
Stuff that
in the
we
world.
speak about here,
Yeah.
it's stuff that we've been through. We're not talking just because we heard someone and talking about it, and
No.
we're gonna say the
We're
same
not jumping
thing.
on a trend. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not trying to do what others are doing. We are trying to be here and help people
Yep.
with how much we can and how much knowledge we have
Yep.
from our own and personal life challenges that we had. And coming back to my uncle, as I said, he's been a very good life example for me.
We want to be that for other people, and maybe
Yes.
not even us, but even
That
if
was my point.
even
where I
if
was gonna
sorry,
get
bro.
to. No.
We're thinking at the same level here. We even if it's not us, we want to have a community where people can find that. It doesn't have to be one person, can be 3 people, can be 4 people, it doesn't matter. We know that's instrumental to getting yourselves out of bad ruts like that.
Yeah.
Even small ruts, just someone there just to guide you, someone you can look up to, because as a man, we need a role model. And we need a role model that we can relate to.
Yeah,
you can relate to your
course.
uncle, I can relate to him. Some of it's because they're a man, and some of it's because only men face certain challenges in certain ways. Some challenges of life are very dependent on if you're a man or a woman.
Yeah, to a degree, you need that one person that it's been there and done that.
Yeah. Or not even one person. I know you say one person. For us, it might be. Other people, it might be more than one people.
No, but
It
I
can
said
be
like
bits
that
and
one
bobs. Yeah.
person, not necessarily one
Yeah.
person, but you know, to get some guidance in your life,
Yeah.
you still need someone to look after, like, you know.
Yeah, this is why, for like an example of that is I always not gravitate, but I always find myself in, when I look at lots of creators and stuff, and they're very successful now, but then they go back in their lives, they had like a past of like addiction, and they've got maybe attention problems, and they struggled in school. I'm like, oh my god, that was me. And I go, well, if they can do that, I'm not dyslexic, but they were dyslexic, for example, and I think of all my dyslexic friends, which it's kind of weird because all my friends are dyslexic. Maybe not you are, but a lot of them are. And then you said about the people you surround yourself with, and you always like birds of a feather feather flock together. I'm not dyslexic, but why they were like that? Does that mean I'm a bit? You know, it makes you think.
Yeah, of
And
course.
I realised about myself. I was like, actually, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You reframed yourself.
Yeah, but I functioned enough that it didn't. I was very fortunate that I functioned enough due to whatever, that it kind of just stayed there in the background. Whereas I think my friends, it affected them more.
Yeah.
Because I'm speaking from a sense of like privilege. I was very lucky. I don't know what the factors were. I can probably think of them, but they're not worth saying here. But is it kind of worth saying here? No, I won't. Doesn't matter. I'll tell you what.
Your own choice.
Yeah, I'll tell you because it doesn't concern me. That's just other people's lives, so I'm not going to diverge into that. But I realised because of certain things that we're trying to give here, that's why I think I had more success despite those initial drawbacks that I might be afflicted with. For me, that might be things like ADHD and other sort of things. You know, I've definitely got some of that.
But you killed the old version of yourself.
Yes, he's still there and he's still trying to fight out. And he's every now and again he comes out, and that was really cringe, but couldn't get.
Yeah, you to evolve to be able to become better. You need to kill the old version of yourself. And recreate a new version of who you want to become or who you want to be.
And I think the way that I rationalize that is all those negative traits that pulled me back once in my life, now they're actually putting me forwards. So before, when I was a kid, I think we're talking about this, I was saying about, why did no one notice me at school? Like, I used to hyperfixate on things. So I had like a car stage, a train stage, and a plane stage. And we're looking at this and going, you have this. I'm not going to say it on here, but now, if I can learn to control that fixation, for example, this, instead of me going absolutely balls to the walls for like 3 months on trains, I'm now dedicating years and months of my life into this. I'm kind of drip feeding the intense focus and obsession in this without it being unhealthy.
Yeah.
Whereas in the past, I probably did that with drugs and alcohol, for example, or other bad habits. That's how I do the old, like you said,
killing the old version of yourself.
He's still there, but now I'm using his powers differently.
It's still there, and it had to be in those negative moments or very difficult challenges that you had to face.
Yeah, because of my own tendencies, let's say.
Yeah, but you had to be there to find out the difference between the good and bad.
Yes.
You 100% need negativity in your life, or bad moments, or challenges, or difficulties, because if everything goes well and everything is fine and you don't have any problems or any issues in your life, how are you going to become better?
Just look at people who have been fortunate enough not to have any hardship and how they operate in life. And as much as you might hate them, think of like celebrities and like people that have billionaire parents, you might look at them and you hate them, resent them, but I feel so bad for them because they're just so ill-equipped for life.
Yes, I've met and I've used to know people.
My parents knew people like that too.
That came from rich families, and they think very different, and they always think they're superior to you, and they don't sit and like self-analyze. I'm not saying everyone. I'm not like judging.
But that is very easy, isn't it?
Yeah,
you come from that background.
Yeah,
it's very
easy just how it is.
Yeah,
and I'm glad that I came from a very, very poor beginning of life. Let's call it like from the bottom.
Yeah,
because when we're gonna be at the top, we would appreciate those very bottom moments, you know.
I didn't have the same bottom moments as you, but
okay, but it doesn't matter. You've still had,
relative to me, there were bottom moments. It's all relative, isn't it?
We've still had very difficult moments in our lives.
Yeah.
But there are different situations or different stories. But you still had difficulties in your lives.
Yeah.
I didn't have your difficulties.
Yeah, sure.
I wasn't struggling with, I don't know, for example, when you used to drink a lot of alcohol. I haven't struggled with that. Doesn't matter what sort of difficulty it is, it's still shaped and recreate who you are today because of that. So it's still something that I will always respect. It doesn't matter if I was at this level of difficulty and you was down here. You still had difficulty in your life, and we are very similar. I still see it and respect it the same way as you do because of what I've been through, you know? To me, it's no different. It's still difficult.
That's very nuanced of you. I'm proud of you for that. That was very unblack and white and very,
Yeah.
good.
See, I can be sometimes, and I didn't realize that. But yeah, you're right.
Right. So what I wanted to clarify, leader mindset doesn't necessarily mean being the boss or being a leader of something or someone or an organization or a business, for example. It's about leading yourself first. So it's not about controlling people, but if you want to lead people, for example, you need to lead yourself because you lead by example, like we said.
You need to know what you're doing first and why you're doing it to be
Yes.
able to show it to other people.
Yeah, the way
if you want to.
Yeah, the way that I see it in my brain, if I was to run a business and to have a mission, now I haven't run a business, so I could be absolutely just speaking pure rubbish here. But if I say to a team of people, this is my vision and I'm going to do this and I'm do that, if they see right through me and I'm faking, they're not going to be able to follow properly.
Yeah.
And I don't even mean follow like do the same as me, but I don't want that to be the case. I want them to follow themselves in a way. I want to set the example, go, this is the mission. Let's say for this example, let's say we employ people to do something for the Brothers Network thing for whatever reason. We want to say, this is what we want to do and what you achieve, go crazy. That's what I want to do as a leader. You give people agency, control and power and you just let them do it. You trust them. You don't micromanage. God, I hate micromanaging. Oh, I hate being micromanaged.
At the moment, it's just us.
Yes.
We're doing...
That's what I went off once again, but that's what we mean by leader mindset. It's not like being the leader of someone or something. It's controlling yourself first.
And make sure you're doing it in the right way.
Yes. Right. More quotes, but this time, actual people behind them, so you might believe us. So
Maybe.
So there's Jocko Willink. I don't know how to pronounce his second name, but we know the guy, the Navy SEAL. Maybe you do, I do. The Navy SEAL.
Willings.
Yeah, he's just badass. He wakes up at 4:30. He kind of sounds like you actually, and he's just a machine of a human being. He's awesome. He's inspirational. He's a good person. Anyway, joking. He says no bad teams, only bad leaders. And the reason I trust him is because he's an ex-Navy SEAL. If you don't work as a team in a Navy SEAL, you just die. Your whole team dies. It doesn't work. Yeah. I don't know much about the armed forces, but I know that much.
Yeah.
So I like what he says. I think you can turn bad teams into good teams by being a good leader. And we've all worked a job and the boss is just an idiot, or they're just selfish, or they're self-serving, and we see what happens.
Well, I had jobs that they've been great.
Mm-hmm.
But the moment the management stuff changed, and it went
broken,
all to nothing.
Because you look up to them.
Yeah.
This is the guy that worked.
I couldn't be there anymore
to get there.
Now.
Yeah, and like I am now, the management's incredible, locally anyway. It is good. I've just put myself in a very bad spot there, so. Got this. Another one from Marcus Aurelius, which was a philosopher from history. I can't remember exactly. Greek, could be wrong. He wrote a book called Meditations, which is, I'm yet to read it actually, but basically lots of modern philosophy is based on that book. It's just pure fire in terms of just mindset and stuff. And he was living during a time there was always war. I'm pretty sure he was the emperor of Rome, maybe?
I'm not a book.
No,
so
yeah.
I'd have no idea.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Yeah. He always chooses leadership over self-pity, and he did, to be fair. And even though you might say Marcus Aurelius was this bad person and all that, most people at that time in history weren't exactly good people because it was thousands of years ago. You would even recognize society thousands of years ago. So there's some other people to listen to if you don't believe us. I just wanted to add that in there in this episode because I saw it in Chris Williamson podcast actually. He does like, this person says, and I was like, I'm stealing that. So that's why I put that in there. Tell me if I'm unoriginal.
He got inspired. He didn't steal, okay?
We'll put it that way. I've got a question for people watching and probably for you as well, and probably definitely for me. What area of your life are you still waiting for someone to fix? Or you think, oh, I can't do that because I'm waiting for this person to do that. Can you do it without them? Can you reframe it that you don't need them to? Think about that. Anything that comes to mind?
What area of your life are you still waiting for someone else to fix?
So what's going on in your life? Maybe it doesn't make sense to other people as well. What's going on in your life that you can't change because you think someone else needs to do something first? For example, at your job, we said about management, your manager's just not helping, and you say, oh, the work environment can't change because of the manager. But maybe it can. Maybe if you just spoke, not you by the way, maybe if you spoke to the manager, or you can make a change. I'm not saying run a coup and get your manager fired, by the way, but maybe there's a miscommunication, for example, and it would start by you going, hey, why do you do this? And he goes, oh, I do this because of that. And you go, oh.
But you are still the one that initiates this.
Yes.
So
And
you
because of
have
that,
to be always the one.
yeah, no, exactly.
Okay.
So instead of the manager,
it makes more sense now, because I was like,
yeah,
I'm not waiting for anyone to do nothing.
no,
for me.
exactly. Instead of waiting for the manager to suddenly change, if you actually maybe if you spoke to them and they say, I do this because you'd understand them, then you explain to your colleagues, maybe have a better relationship, and they go, oh my god, that makes sense.
Or yeah, speak to your colleagues.
Perfect world
Yeah.
I'm creating, which surely doesn't exist, but that's an example.
Trying.
Yeah.
Can change. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I can't think of anything. Like, I'm not waiting for anyone to fix my life or to fix my life. And I have to do something about it. I cannot just, I don't know. It's like me waiting for you to get successful so we have money.
How much time you got, bro?
No, but honestly, like, is I don't know if this is probably a terrible example or not, but
say it. It's
I
terrible,
can't.
I tell you.
No. But this, I'm talking about this. It's like me
It's
waiting
terrible.
for you to get. Thank you. It's me waiting for you to become rich, so I can be rich.
Yeah, we're doing it together, but you're not going to wait for me if I suddenly just slump down. You'll bring me back up, or you just go. How do you do?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But
But
you have your own.
I'm not gonna wait for you to do something if I can
do it yourself. Yeah.
No, if I can help towards it.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I can't think of anything.
Well, if you can think of something, if you're like me, you're a pathetic excuse like me.
Fix it.
Sorry. Think about that. Right. So I say this in the exact same way every single time we do a podcast. You're listening to this, you're watching this, and you're like, oh my god, this is so me. Even I'm doing this now for certain things we say on here. How do you stop it? So we've got some steps here to kind of help you reframe it, take control, have initiative, and slowly get out of the slump you might be in. So for the first one is, you always say the first part of making a change is accepting there's even a problem to start with. So you need to accept that there's something here. So when something bad happens, you need to catch yourself and instantly, before you blame someone else, you need to think, wait, how have I caused this in any way? Even if someone's acted out, is it something you did that made them react in that way? Is it something you could have done differently? Any inputs on that? Or
I would say you can talk to yourself.
Yeah. Do
it even if it helps loud. I mean, speak it out and literally talk to yourself.
In a way that people walk away from you in public because you're rambling to yourself.
No, not that.
I can see.
But literally, like, go into your room or whatever and just ask yourself, or look into the mirror and ask yourself, am I doing what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah.
Am I proud of myself? Am I doing the right things? What am I doing wrong? How can I change it when I find out what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
I did this with me and it helped. I'm not saying it's gonna help every single person that is watching this, but speaking it out loud and hearing yourself what you're doing wrong, it might bring up an idea how to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And it did work for me. I was literally sitting in front of the mirror and I was looking at myself. I wasn't happy how I was looking.
It's such a movie movement.
I'm not trying to create a movie moment.
It's just the way I see it in my head. I can just picture you now looking in the mirror.
But
that must be terrifying.
I felt ashamed. I felt shame when I was looking at myself, and I saw I have a big, not necessarily big, but I had a belly. I was out of shape, and I was like, "What am I doing?" I wasn't happy to myself, and I said to myself in front of the mirror, "If I'm not gonna fix this, I'm just going down to nothing." And and even worse, I'm just gonna literally kill myself without even realizing.
Yes, 100%.
So
100%.
I had to do something, and that's how I called it out. Might be a good example for people.
That is a good example.
That's why I said I'm gonna mention it.
Yeah, you sat there and you took full ownership of your life. You literally spoke to yourself in first person and said, "What the hell are you doing, bro?" And you said, "What do you mean? What am I doing?" And then you went all through that. Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody cares, bro.
Yeah.
Who else is gonna knock on your door and say, "Oh, is your life all like sorted? Have you done everything you had to do to become the best version of yourself?" Nobody has time for this.
No, they had their
Nobody
own
cares.
problems.
Everyone has. Put it on silent, bro. Everyone has their own problems to look after, their own lives to sort out. So nobody cares. Nobody's gonna come after you if you don't take the first step yourself. Nobody is gonna be there for you every single time to make you do that first step. So you have to be the one that starts things to go to a better destination.
But I think that's beautiful because then you don't have to rely on other people. You just rely on yourself,
Yeah.
and you're always going to be there for yourself as long as you're alive.
Yeah, you
You're
don't
always gonna have
depend on
yourself.
anyone.
Yeah.
You do it yourself.
It's always up to you, and I think that's beautiful because now everything is in your control directly.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, is so empowering as a man. It's unquantifiable.
Yes,
I think.
it's a great feeling.
And it's terrifying at the start because you have to really, like you said, to be ashamed of yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to feel embarrassed.
Yes,
it's a roller coaster. And then on the flip side of that, it's so worth it.
I'm thankful and I'm so glad it happened, and I had to go through that.
Yeah.
Because again, it shaped me and I re-evolved through that.
Yeah, I mean, I had a similar moment. It wasn't me directly talking in a mirror, but it was over months and weeks, and I was like, "Oh my god, what the hell is going on?" It's like I don't know why. It's like a flip switch, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah.
I don't know if it's
that one day.
I don't know if my brain fully developed or what. I have no idea. Or it all come to fruition, or my mess ups just kind of went, this is what happens when you do this for 5 years, and it was like bang, here we go.
I was tired of
cumulative results of me just fucking up for 5 years, you know?
Yeah, I was the same.
Yeah.
And I got to that one day when I was tired of stuff like that to keep happening. So I was like, no, stop.
Yeah, I can't do that again. Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, no.
I cannot be.
I'm so
ever in my life back to where I used to be 5 years ago.
No. 5 years ago, that wasn't that long ago.
It's
crazy to think about it, isn't it?
It's a big change.
Yeah.
If I look at myself how I was 5 years ago, I cannot accept myself.
That's
like
how we were.
Ever.
Yeah. How we were. Oh my God.
Yeah, of course.
Terrifying. Now I want to look back in 5 years, look at this, and go, what was like 5 years ago? That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I strive for. So when you're speaking to yourself and when you're speaking aloud, change, I have to I get to. So we spoke about this. I said about my job, imagine saying, to go to work. And then I go, wait a minute, I get to go to work.
There are people with no jobs.
Right, there are people that literally have to do slave labor the rest of their lives and die at 42 years old. That's good, 42 years, it's quite good. I have to go work in a mine. I get to go in a job in a country with employment laws, with a minimum wage. I get paid more than minimum wage, by the way. But still, you know what I'm trying to say? With employment laws, flex.
Sure.
Not much more. Not much more. And I get to go there and have a job where I don't have a high chance of getting killed in my day job. Depending on your thing, you still do.
It's
you know what I'm trying to say?
Risk, but
but it's insane. Everything's controlled, and I work with decent people. We're the minority. Yeah, we're the minority on this planet. Us speaking here, people having YouTube is a minority. Most people don't have running water on the planet. Most of them.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think of, isn't it? So once you reframe that, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I have no excuse not to excel. That's where I see it.
Yeah.
Or it's their fault. You can change that to here's what I can do. So, for example, if someone reacts in a certain way to you, like, Jesus Christ, what the hell are you doing? But then you go, wait a minute, I did say that to them, and I should know not to say that because I know that triggers them because they've been through X, Y, and Z, for example.
Yeah.
There's many things that I can say to my partner. She's like, and I'm like, actually, in the circumstances, I was a bit of a dick. You know what I mean? I should know better because of their past or because of what I said in the past. Once again, it's me being an idiot in the past or a dickhead in the past that's caused them to react now because they're this kind of fresh wound still, Micro wins. So what I mean by that is this isn't going to happen overnight. You're not suddenly going to be an accountability king. We're still not accountability kings. We still have our moments where we blame other people and we strop and we have tantrums. But maybe out of all this 20 thoughts you had, one of them, you're going, wait, I'm in charge now. I've done this. And then over the time, half of your conclusions from situations become positive, and eventually, hopefully, most of them, you're like, oh, actually, that was my fault. And here's how I'm going to change it,
The way I would give an example from my own like stuff that I've been through with micro wins, when I decided to make a change, I said, okay, I'm gonna do 30 push-ups a day.
Yeah, that's
every single day, 7 days a week.
I can barely do like 10, so
I
respect.
did 30 push-ups
because of those arms in it.
for a whole week. Yeah, baby arms. For a whole week, 30 push-ups a day. Then I said, okay, next week I'm gonna keep doing this, but also I'm gonna say no to a chocolate a
Just
day.
little bits, yeah. Just little bits.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
That's how literally.
That's
slowly,
how you
slowly.
achieve everything
Yeah,
in life.
yeah. It's
That
not
is
gonna
like the
happen
blueprint.
overnight. That's it. I'm fully jacked and I'm eating healthy, and you still need to gain that skill of self-respect, self-control,
Yeah.
to get control over your mind, to not let your mind get control over you. It's by these micro wins. And the next week I said, okay, I'm gonna do 50 push-ups a day, and I felt after
That's
30.
It's ridiculous.
After 30, I felt like, but that's enough. And then I was like, no. I said 50, I'm gonna do 50.
Yeah.
I did 50. And the next week more, and slowly. And I felt proud of myself, and I
You should be.
celebrated like inside my mind. I was
90% of people watching this can barely do 10, myself included. So that's the same. 50.
I can.
What the hell?
Most I've done in one go, I think it was 50, 40 or 50. I cannot remember. 40 or 50. So
find your version of 30 to 50 push-ups. If you can do 30 to 50 push-ups, power to you. But most people can't, and that's absolutely fine, me included, because that's just insane. That's ridiculous.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's just you. Yeah, explains why your arms are so big, or maybe it's because you. I don't know.
There's the kickboxing as well.
Yeah. It's elite genetics as well. Eastern European
genetics. Genetics, yeah. Romanian genetics. I'm joking.
Sorry to our Romanian listeners.
God.
Does YouTube censor Romanian swear words as well? Does it?
Probably is a language, isn't it?
Yeah. What I was going to say, micro wins, they never stop. No matter where you are, no matter how good you've got in a certain habit, I still do it with everything. Just little bits every day. I do this sometimes if I want to go through like a fat loss stage, for example, when I'm going to the gym, I will just take off a small amount every day. So for me, at one point, it was one less pack of chicken with my wraps, because I in the day I eat basically the same thing every single day. That's just what works for me.
Yeah.
Or it's an extra pack, maybe one less pack of wraps, maybe, for example. Or for dinner, I'd have half the amount. Or instead of 1,000 calories for dinner, I'd have 500 calories for dinner, or 700. Or I go down 200 calories until I get to a point. Yeah. I won't just one day be like, boom, I'm on a 1,000 calorie deficit now, because that is the one-way street to failure. Because as we know, you'll get to day 5 and you'll be like, I'm going to eat 4 kilograms of chocolate now and throw up.
Yeah,
because that's exactly what my brain does, and lots of people do. It's not sustainable. So think that's an analogy that you can use for anything. Go to the gym. Instead of when you go to the gym, don't just go, I'm going to go every single day for 3 weeks, because you're going to die, and then you're never going to want to go to the gym again. Even if you just say, I'm just going to go twice a week. Incredible. Even once a week, and then you go up to twice a week, that is going to be sustainable, and you're going to make more gains doing that than doing sporadic motivational, and then boom, which goes on to our next episode, which is motivation versus discipline sneak peek. I'm not going to say that yet, but it goes into there. It's much better over the long term. So micro wins over everything.
For me, it works. I train every day, but I'm not training every day for like 3 hours.
Yes, you're just doing little bits, and that works for you.
45 minutes to 1 hour.
It's way more than I can do and sustainable. We just have different work capacities.
Yeah. It's perhaps, but like, I think 45 minutes a day of workout is not bad.
Oh yeah.
For me, I don't know how other, because everyone works different, or everyone thinks, 45 minutes is not enough, I can't do.
Some people it isn't. Yeah.
I respect.
Yeah, for me, for training, it's very. I don't respond very well to high volume. It just kills me. Maybe I need to chill out with the intensity. Who knows? We'll figure it out.
45 minutes to 1 hour every day for me, it works.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I am, as I said, it is every day, but or 6 days a week, depends. But it's not like 3 hours a day. No,
that's ridiculous. Yeah,
no, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna kill myself.
Yeah, that's insane. You get rhabdomyolysis and you die. Yeah, so that's our examples. The next point is have people who keep you accountable around you. So surround yourself with men. Doesn't have to be men, but it would help more. Men who challenge victim thinking and not victim blame. That's a different thing. But who challenge your thoughts, and they might recognize the pattern and say, "Well, wait a second, bro. Like that was terrible language." But then might say, "Wait a second. Are you sure? Like, actually, did you realize that they did this because of that?" In a nice and supportive way, And that's once again, that's something we want to try and provide for people, not just ourselves, but other people.
You need
A
good
community.
people around you,
Yeah.
bro. Everyone needs. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
You need. That's why we have each other again. Because when I have a bad day, you come pick me up and yeah,
Just do some dumb shit.
yeah, but yeah, it's simple things like this that
Yeah.
can have a massive change
Mhm.
in your day or life or whatever.
Yeah. Some perspective every now and again.
Yeah.
That actually things aren't as bad as they are, or you've actually done better than you thought you did, for example.
Yeah.
And then something that I should probably do better, to be fair, is a day. I don't do this daily, but every now and again, every few weeks, I'll stop myself and go, wait a minute. Am I acting? I don't even say lead. It says here, am I acting like a leader or a victim? I just say, am I being a victim? Am I blaming other people? Is what I say to myself, and I stop myself going down that hill of just being someone that blames other people for their mistakes and things that happen to them.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it every single day because I know I used to do it every single day
because you had to. Yeah.
When I had to do it because I was on my journey to change myself to become better. But just so I don't get comfortable with things, I'm still sitting every now and then, and it's happening a couple of times a week, to be honest.
Yeah.
I sit and I just think about it, or while I'm driving or whatever I'm doing, it just comes up in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm just like self-analyzing.
Just little bits, like
make sure
it's a micro win, isn't it?
Yes.
I think it falls into that category.
I self-analyze and make sure what I'm doing is not going off the path or off my journey that I choose to go on.
It takes, so I remember a book I read, not Atomic Habits, the one before that, The Slight Edge. It's about, the author talks about like a rocket going into space, for example, and the rockets, the trajectory, like let's say the trajectory of the rockets aren't just going straight, even though they want to go this way due to physics or whatever. Depending on where maybe in the Earth is wind resistance, it kind of goes with that. You have to make course changes every now and again. And it's the same way you're going in your life.
Okay.
You're going up, you make a mistake, you go down, you go, whoa, wait a second, what the hell am I doing? You go back up, or you have a really big one, you go, just save that one. And you learn from that one. The next time you go down, it's not as much. And you go, oh, I changed this like that. Oh my God, I can go up there. And it's making sure your trajectory is in the right place. It's kind of what you were doing. That's a good way of me thinking it.
Yeah. As I said,
maybe people
every now and then it does happen a couple of times a week.
Yeah.
I just like to sit and analyze myself and think, what am I doing? Is it right? Is it wrong? Am I going off path without even realizing?
Yeah,
I just
am I lying to myself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure I'm not going back to where I used to be and who I used to be.
Yes.
That's why I'm doing it.
It's terrifying, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah. We maybe it's not the healthiest, but we are so shit scared of being that person we were, let's say 5 years ago.
Yes,
we cannot go back there. We will do anything
again.
in our power to stop that.
Never again.
Maybe that's not healthy, but once again, we're not perfect. Sometimes
it is healthy or not is working for us.
I think for us, we need fear because we can be quite maybe fearless sometimes. We can be quite blasé sometimes about things.
We can be quite savage.
Because we know we can get ourselves out of lots of situations we have in the past.
Yeah.
Sometimes we slip into whatever, I don't care.
And we are quite savage.
Yes, we can be. Yeah, we lack fear in some aspects. Some wire in our brain just doesn't connect.
Somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, we do stuff and we go, no, bad. It happens.
Yeah.
You go, that was quite stupid. Yeah. So for us, we need that fear.
For us, it works.
We need that discipline. You know, we might be people that would benefit from more. How do I put this? If someone were to like ask kids to discipline us, it took more than just telling us off. We needed some real consequences. You can probably relate to this, and maybe some people can. If I was going to behave better, it had to be some real reason why I shouldn't not behave badly.
Yeah.
Not like physical violence, but like actual consequences.
Yeah.
And for me, I needed that because otherwise, you weren't telling me. I don't care. I wasn't like a bad child or disrespectful, but I would always find a way to wriggle myself to do something different or to do something I'm not supposed to. I'd always find a way all the time. and I think that negatively impacted me because it just set me down. So
Yeah,
my
you
cunningness and my laziness is good, but also extremely bad.
You would say like them, but act like you.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And I
Yeah.
go, yeah, okay, whatever, yeah. Confession. One more quote.
Nice.
No one's coming to fix your life. What? What do you mean no one's coming to fix your life? Oh
I
man.
don't know.
But that's the best news because it means you can. Now, yeah, you might say, yeah, but I can't. So learn how to. How do I learn how to? We've just told you.
Yeah, I think we gave enough examples.
Yeah.
And made it very.
And if not,
clear
watch
that,
again, or
Yeah.
or tell us we didn't give examples. And we go, yeah, fair enough. We'll do better next time.
Yeah.
Screw you. So next week, did we have a yes? We just did. No, I've missed the whole recap.
Yeah, I saw, but I wasn't sure. I was like, did he went through it and I didn't realize? But I was like, yeah.
We're a bit tired.
Let's do the recap. It's it's quite late.
So
it's not
key
the usual
takeaways from
time
this.
is
Yeah,
happening.
key takeaways from this episode. The victim mindset is a trap disguised as comfort. Leaders own everything: their past, their pain, and their purpose. Changing your life starts with changing your mindset. It's literally the foundation.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Everything
Your
comes
brain
from
is your
mind.
interface with reality.
Yes.
Duh. A lot of stuff we say is like, well, obviously, but sometimes you need someone to say it in a slightly different way, so it clicks.
It
That's what
depends.
we're trying to
Some
do.
people will take this because probably they never heard it.
Yeah, maybe it's the first time you're hearing this.
It's
Yeah.
as simple as it sounds.
Yeah.
It might help that person that never heard it.
I'd love making that change.
Oh my god. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I would love just a simple quote as that was.
I wish someone would have told me this like 10 years ago.
Yes.
When that crucial part of my life where I needed to hear this stuff. I really, it wasn't anyone's fault, but I just wish someone would have said this to me. For us, this is like bread and butter now. Do you know what bread and butter means? It's like the foundation. I heard it's an English phrase I heard.
Yeah.
And
No, I've heard that
that's the
before.
most English thing I've ever heard in my life. Bread and butter, you know. It is the bread and butter, isn't it?
Yeah.
And brotherhood helps you stay out of your own head and interaction. So I will expand on that slightly. If you are ruminating, and you know what ruminating means? Kind of like going in your head in circles, and you'll have a bad thought, and it's just you're repeating it in your head. You're saying the bad thought. You go, oh, it gets worse, gets worse.
Okay. Yeah.
He's not stupid. He's Romanian, and they're not the same thing. Oh, I said that really badly. It's just
I'm
not
just
his first
Romanian,
language.
so I'm
Yeah. Shut up, Jesus. And I'm South
joking.
African, so
I'm joking.
It's just not. He doesn't understand all the words because they just don't exist in Romanian. That's how languages work, I think. Some words in some languages don't exist in different ways.
There are words that even though I've been for many years here,
and he speaks very well, very good.
There are words that I've just never heard of.
Yeah, because you wouldn't.
I haven't got the chance to use them to find out what they actually mean.
Yeah, so that's learning. Why. Maybe people who listen to this don't know.
Bro, I have a vocabulary app that you know the vocabulary. Yeah. I'm still going through it, and I'm really like, what is that? Oh wow!
I get the notification, then I ignore them. They come back and.
But I'm still trying. You know, is my third language actually. So Anyway,
I wish I knew more than one language. Yeah, and I'm not blaming anyone else for that. I'm taking responsibility. I should have learned it. That's something that I changed. Yeah, no, I'm not going into that. Irrelevant. And you can speak to people around you, us or other people, or people
speak to us.
Yeah,
or feel like,
or the community that by the time will be created or be in the process of being created when this comes out.
Yes.
Speak to other people who know what they're doing and say, "Hey, man, is this all thoughts are valid, but is this worth the real estate I'm giving it in my brain?" And they can go, "Yeah, of course. You know, this is what you should listen to." Or they can say, "Shut up, man, you're incredible." You know, and they kiss you. But sorry, that was my dream last night. I've been watching to his Dr. Mike, haven't I?
And there goes the video.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the key takeaways from this video. Maybe you have other ones. Probably missed half the video there, but that's fine.
People can go back and rewatch it.
Yes, they certainly can. My condolences if you have to watch this more than once in one day, but here we are.
I would recommend that because it helps to
just myself appreciating
to
humor.
keep the important points that we've mentioned.
Yeah, we will
keep them stuck in your mind.
We will snippet this into small videos as well and put them on YouTube for certain major points.
The important, like or the most important topics that we consider.
The real algorithm killers, you know, because no, that's not what we're about, but it kind of is.
Main point.
Okay, one more quote. I know, I already said this quote, I'm an idiot. We're going to say it again. No one's coming to fix your life, but that's the best news because it means you can. Next week is going to be about discipline versus motivation. They're not the same thing.
Definitely not.
No, and they both serve different purposes and they have different outcomes. But one of them builds you and the other betrays you. Which one? We're not telling you. We'll tell you in the future.
We will debate it and go more
Into
deep
it,
into
yes.
it.
We've mentioned
the
it
next
before, but
episode.
we're going to go really much more into it in the next episode.
100%.
So there are only a few things that we want you to do after watching this. Is have a shower because you smell. No. Share this episode with a man you know who's ready to step into leadership of their own lives. Comment your biggest mind shift, even in your life in general. Maybe had a good mind shift to a bad mindset. Maybe. Mind shift, sorry, all the same thing. You can put them in the two. Or one after this video that you've gone, wait a minute, actually. This is something I need to do. So I think we should flood the algorithm. I like this. I like that AI wrote this. It helps us. We don't use it. It helps us. With accountability and leadership. Flood it. And the last thing that I'm going to say in here, which is what we say in every episode, is in the Brothers Network, we don't expect perfection because we're not perfect. We just want presence. Just show up and do the work. Be who you are and grow with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
1